Today, guys, I want to talk to you about what I think could be the best outdoor projector that I've tested out. The cool thing is it's also an indoor projector and an indoor setup. But I think convenience-wise, this package is very enticing, so stay tuned. Hey guys, Tim here from Candid TechTV. Welcome back to another projector review here with me. What we've got today is something that EliteProjector sent over. We're going to take a look at their MosicGO sport model projector. So it comes with an indoor and outdoor projector screen, so it's a pretty versatile setup. So like I said, they sent that over. Today we're taking a look at that package, so let's get to it. All right guys, so this is the projector, this is the MosicGO, and this is the sport model. So one of the big things with the sport model is this actually has like a power bank built in. This projector is pretty cool because it also has like speakers, so you could use it as just a standalone speaker. You can use it to actually charge devices, and hence the power bank. So it's pretty cool. It's actually IPX2 resistant, so it's like splash proof. So, you know, if you're using it outside and you're watching a game or something like that, if you kind of splash it, get something on it, then it's going to be okay. Now, this is native 1080p as well. This is an ultra short throw projector. So this does not have to be set up real far across the room or across the yard, wherever you're using it. So that's one of the big draws of this, especially if you're using this in a smaller space, or if you just kind of want to have a less cluttered space. You're not going to have to worry about, you know, having this 10 feet away and then obstacles and obstructions in between. So that's a really big draw with this type of projector. The convenience of the projector and the setup becomes, you know, way more simplified. And the other thing is this package overall just gives you complete convenience. The thing is, with this, it's easy to set up and take down. The projector screen is something that easily folds down, and you can get that back into a small package. There's storage cases for all these things. So that's one of the biggest things that EliteProjector is offering with this package, in my opinion. You get a lot of versatility and a lot of flexibility. So what would I recommend this projector for? Like I said, I think for either game nights outside, movies, sports, that's definitely a big draw. So your summer nights, things like that, if you got some good weather. We've had a relatively mild winter so far here in North Carolina, so I've actually been able to set it up outside a little bit and use it. I'll show you some of the sport footage and things like that. You know, I streamed some football games on it. Indoors, you can also set it up and it makes it easy, whatever size screen you decide to get. The one that they sent out to me is the 100-inch diagonal screen. So I got a pretty big screen there, and I had this set up in my living room and streaming Amazon Prime Video, some YouTube videos, things like that. And it looks great. It's that native 1080p. And like I said, you can easily have a home theater then in a basement or your living room. If you're going to do a movie night and say, you know, you have a smaller TV or something like that, then this is something that's very easy to just set up in, you know, about 10 minutes or so. And especially once you do it a few times, it's something where I think you'll definitely get better at it. Now, EliteProjector also includes a tripod. There's a 1/4-inch tripod thread on the bottom of this. So whether you want to use, you know, that one that's included, or you have some other variation of way you want to hook it up, you can. So that's awesome. And the other thing is I really like the build quality on the projector screen and the frame to that. So it's like an aluminum type frame and it all folds down. So that's where it gets really compact for the size actually. And you can tote it in a portable, you know, storage bag and everything that comes with it. So if you want to take this somewhere else and you're going to like a friend's house, if you want to take it, say, camping with you, something like that, those would all be great uses. Tailgating. So I'm really impressed with it just in the fact that you can break that down. The screen basically literally just buttons on around the perimeter of that. And so instead of having like grommet holes, you have the buttons already installed on the screen that comes with it. And then, like I said, you're just basically putting the frame together, and that was done relatively easy. So when you're selecting your package, there's screen options from 58 inches up to 120 inches. So you can kind of pick and choose. Like I said, I have the 100-inch one that you're seeing in pictures here. I think that's a great size. That's what I have inside as well. I actually did a video on the 360 bundle from EliteProjector. That is basically kind of what you get here, but then you also get a fixed screen. That'll be popping up in the corner there if you want to see that video and see that fixed frame screen as well. But that 100-inch fixed frame screen, and that's kind of a screen size that I've been using a lot indoors over the past few years. I think the 100 inches is a sweet spot for me, but there's a lot of versatility there and you can pick the size that fits best for your space. The cool thing is that the screen is also very light. Even though that 100-inch screen is pretty big, that's something where I was able to lift it up myself and move it. So if you're in like an open area or you're say in the yard, you'd have no problem picking that up and moving it on your own. And also included in the bundle, they do give you some tie downs and some rope. So, you know, if you do have like a windy day, that's one of the things you got to keep into consideration. If you're setting that up outside, Just be careful because you don't want that thing blown away. So, you know, ideally you're going to use that in lower winds and stuff, but they do supply that for you so you can tie that down, which is awesome as well. So the bulb on this is rated for 25,000 hours, and it's also 1,000 ANSI lumens for up to that 100-inch diagonal picture. So actually, if you're watching this in eco mode, what you can actually do is watch about a 3-hour movie, typically, they say. So that's where that 37,200 milliamp hour battery that is installed within the unit on that sport model comes into play, because you can hook it up and power it by line in. Otherwise, if you get that sport bundle, if you throw that in eco mode, you can basically watch most movies without having to worry about charge. And if you do have to charge any of your devices, it does offer Type A and Type C charging ability. And then it also has the Type-C and 2 HDMIs where you can connect for video that way. So this has an onboard speaker that actually sounds pretty darn good. And then you can actually use that if you want it as a standalone speaker. So if you want to just use that to play your music, you definitely could. And if you're someone, for whatever reason, you want to hook it up to like an actual other type of speaker, this does have an audio out, so you can use an aux cable and hook it up to something like that. If you want to have some private listening or you don't want to make too much noise, you can use that audio out also for like a set of headphones. So when you're setting up your picture, this does actually have auto keystone correction. There's no manual keystone correction, which is great. I like not having that on there because that usually gives you more problems and messes up your picture a little more. But if you need to dial it in a little bit, you can go into the settings there and you have about 15-degree electronic keystone correction where you can fully dial in that picture. So one of the cool things too, and what really surprises me honestly with this projector, is we went over all those other specs, but there's the 17 millisecond lag time with this. So I did not expect that in this type of projector. You know, I thought it was going to be more for just casual use and streaming and things like that. But with that allows you the ability to use this as a gaming projector as well. That's a pretty good lag time. So if you're going to be doing any like first-person shooter games, some sports games, things like that, it's not going to give you too much lag, which is awesome. So guys, this bundle with the MosicGO Sport model and the Yardmaster 2 screen is on Amazon and EliteProjector.com. So go check that out there. If you go through that affiliate link down there for Amazon, that does help me out a little bit, so I'd appreciate it. But like I said, with this model, it kind of depends on what screen size you're gonna get for the pricing and things like that, but you can take a look at those links there. Also, like I mentioned previously, I did a review of the MosicGO 360 bundle. So what that included was you get all the stuff that's in this package, but you also get a fixed frame screen. That fixed frame screen is awesome for people that want to just have something that's set up permanently in the house, and maybe you got a theater room or you got a man cave, something like that, where you want to put that. So I actually have that permanently set up in my other room down the hall, and that's what I'm using for now to test out all my other projectors and everything. So that's a pretty cool option too if that's something and you want to go that route. I also put the links for those down there. So thank you guys for watching with me here today. If you like projector reviews like this, I do them weekly here on Candid Tech TV, so please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Like this video if you found it helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next one.